In the vast theater of modern warfare, victory is often decided long before the first shot is fired. It's a story of logistics, of strategy, and of incredible technological synergy. Tonight we look at a partnership that defines American air power. It's a relationship between two titans of the sky. One is a giant, built for immense strength and global reach. The other is a predator, designed for surgical strikes and battlefield dominance. This is the story of how the C-17 Globemaster III carries the AH-64 Apache helicopter into the heart of the fight. It's a critical capability that projects power across continents, delivering a decisive edge to American forces on the ground when they need it most. This process is far more than simply loading a helicopter onto a plane. It's a carefully choreographed ballet, performed by highly skilled crews under immense pressure. The C-17 Globemaster III is one of the most recognizable aircraft in the United States Air Force fleet, and for good reason. It's a massive strategic airlifter, a flying warehouse designed to move troops and cargo anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. Its sheer size is difficult to comprehend. With a wingspan of nearly 170 feet and a length of 174 feet, it towers over most other aircraft on any flight line. This giant is powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney turbofan engines, each generating over 40,000 pounds of thrust. That immense power allows the C-17 to carry a payload of over 170,000 pounds, the equivalent of 2 M1 Abrams tanks or, as we'll see, a team of Apache helicopters. But the C-17's importance goes far beyond its carrying capacity. Its true value lies in its remarkable versatility. Unlike many large cargo planes restricted to long, pristine runways, the Globemaster is designed for the rigors of the field, capable of operating from airstrips as short as 3,500 feet. Its high-wing design lowers the cargo deck, simplifying loading. The rear ramp can even be opened in flight for airdrops, or grounded to rapidly unload vehicles. Inside, a configurable system of rollers and tie-down points secures everything from pallets of aid to sophisticated military hardware. Advanced avionics and fly-by-wire controls make it surprisingly agile, and it can even back up on the tarmac using thrust reversers. For the U.S. military, the Globemaster is the backbone of global mobility, carrying soldiers into theater, delivering the equipment they need, and bringing the wounded home safely. When crises erupt, the C-17 is among the first to be called. If the C-17 is the workhorse, the AH-64 Apache is the hunter. It's one of the world's most advanced and feared multi-role attack helicopters, symbolizing battlefield dominance since it first entered service, a lethal combination of speed, armor, and overwhelming firepower. It hunts armor, provides close air support, conducts reconnaissance, and performs armed escort. The 30mm M230 chain gun can fire up to 625 rounds per minute, slave to the gunner's helmet, so it aims where they lom, Batrall Bay. Look. On its stub wings, the Apache typically carries up to 16 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, laser-guided projectiles designed to destroy hardened targets from miles away. It can also field Hydra 70 rockets. What truly sets it apart is its sensor suite, TADS and PNVS, combining powerful optics, thermal imaging, and a laser designator to see and strike in almost any conditions. A two-person crew, a pilot and a co-pilot or gunner, enjoy unparalleled situational awareness, identifying threats at range and engaging with surgical precision, even in darkness. Armored plating, ballistic tolerant seats, and protected redundant systems make it remarkably survivable, able to absorb damage and return to base. This blend of lethality, advanced technology, and ruggedness makes the AH-64 an apex predator, and a force multiplier that can change the momentum of an engagement, making it one of a commander's most valuable assets. Transporting a fully armed Apache across the globe is not as simple as just flying it there. The Apache is a tactical asset. Its combat range is hundreds of miles, not thousands. Strategic reach requires an airlifter like the C-17. Specialized crews take on the loading. Air Force loadmasters. Army aviation ground crews. It's a procedure where inches matter and precision is paramount. First, prepare the Apache for transport. A partial disassembly, rotor blades removed, tail section folded or detached, components secured in cradles and fixtures, reducing height and width to fit the C-17 cargo bay. Every piece of equipment is accounted for and securely stowed. Once prepared, the delicate process of loading begins. Towed or winched up the C-17's ramp, guided by an Army crew. The Loadmaster acts as the conductor of this orchestra, hand signals and precise commands coordinating each move. They ensure the helicopter clears the bay with inches to spare. The tolerances are incredibly tight, and a slight miscalculation could damage both aircraft and jeopardize the mission. The Loadmaster owns weight and balance, positioning the Apache precisely over predetermined floor points. Ground crews swarm to secure heavy-duty chains and straps. Each tie-down point is rated for thousands of pounds. Every connection and tension is double-checked. Only when fully satisfied will the Loadmaster give the final all-clear. From disassembly to final checks, it's discipline, teamwork, and expertise. The flight itself is often the calm before the storm. With dormant predators aboard, the C-17 can cross oceans and continents in hours. Crews may arrive at a well-established airbase or a hastily prepared dirt strip in a hostile region. The true test comes upon arrival. The goal: make helicopters combat-ready, fast. This is rapid airland, a core competency of Air Mobility Command and Army Aviation. The Globemaster is a large, valuable target, and most vulnerable when stationary forward. Unloading begins immediately. Loadmasters work briskly. Army crews mirror their urgency. Tie-downs released. The Apache guided onto foreign soil. Blades and components move to assembly. Maintenance teams descend. Reassembly begins. Blades reattached and torqued. Tail secured. Electrical and hydraulic connections re-established. Parallel teams fuel and arm the aircraft. Hellfires and 30mm rounds staged and loaded. From wheels down to rotor start is a race against time. In a well-rehearsed operation, an experienced crew can have an Apache reassembled, armed, fueled, and ready for combat in just a few hours. That turnaround makes this deployment so powerful. A commander can request Apache support and have helicopters flying missions the same day, decisively influencing battle and saving lives. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario that highlights the critical nature of this capability. A U.S. Army Special Forces team deep in remote mountains is discovered and pinned by a larger, well-armed force, low on ammunition and taking casualties. Conventional air support is hours away. Terrain complicates fixed-wing strikes. The call goes out, a request for the unique capabilities of the AH-64 Apache. Hundreds of miles away, the alert is received. The 101st Airborne's Aviation Brigade, and the Air Force's 62nd Airlift, wings spring into action. Two Apaches, already partially prepped, are rushed to waiting C-17s. Loading, usually deliberate, is executed with controlled fury. Within an hour, Globemasters thunder down the runway into the night. Pilots fly a tactical route, terrain masking to avoid detection. Inside, Apache pilots and maintainers review procedures. They are part of the mission. Approaching a forward arming and refueling point, the ramp drops for a combat offload. Engines stay running, an engine running offload for speed and survivability. In the glow of chem lights and cargo lamps, blades on, hoses connected, rails loaded. Pilots run pre-flight amid reassembly. Within 2 hours, the first Apache lifts into the night, a dark specter racing to the team. With their part complete, the C-17s are airborne and heading home, the life-saving relay in motion. While the C-17 and Apache are marvels of technology, this operation hinges on the skill, dedication, and professionalism of the people involved. Skill, dedication, professionalism. These are not just pilots and mechanics, they are highly specialized experts at the top of their fields. The Air Force Loadmaster is engineer, logistician, and safety officer, commanding encyclopedic knowledge of aircraft limits and on-the-fly weight and balance for any cargo. Their judgment is the final word on whether a load is safe for flight. On the Army side, aviation maintenance crews, often from units like the 128th Aviation Brigade, disassemble and reassemble multi-million-dollar helicopters under extreme pressure. They must work quickly, without error. One loose bolt or misconnected cable can be catastrophic. They do it in the dark, in dust and mud with the clock ticking, and fellow soldiers counting on them. Interoperability is forged through joint training, like at the Joint Readiness Training Center at Fort Johnson, repeating complex drills until they're second nature, building profound trust. The C-17 pilot trusts the Loadmaster. The Loadmaster trusts the Army crew. The Apache pilot trusts them all. A chain of trust, built in hangars and on dusty airstrips, enables these feats of logistics and air power. The combination of the C-17's strategic reach and the Apache's tactical lethality creates a capability greater than the sum of its parts, a powerful force multiplier for commanders. Rapidly deploying Apaches anywhere gives small units the combat power of a much larger force. It lets the U.S. project power and respond to threats with speed and decisiveness few can match. In Operation Iraqi Freedom, C-17s moved the 101st Airborne's Apaches into theater, enabling rapid forward presence and combat operations. Leapfrogging Apaches kept pace with advancing forces. The C-17 fleet ensured armor-killing air support stayed within reach. Strategically, it deters by proving no place is beyond reach. A crisis in Africa or a contested Pacific island, and within 48 hours Apaches can be overhead. This response can de-escalate or provide decisive advantage if conflict erupts, offering diplomats a swift, credible option that shaped geopolitics without firing a shot. It's efficient and sustainable. Instead of many permanent garrisons, adopt an expeditionary model, base centrally and deploy forward as needed, reducing footprint, cutting costs, and increasing flexibility. The C-17 and Apache partnership anchors this mindset, projecting power with strength, speed, reach, and seamless joint integration. In the final analysis, the true importance of this logistical feat is measured in human terms. A C-17 carrying an Apache is not an end in itself. Its purpose is to protect the lives of American soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines serving in harm's way. When a platoon is ambushed, a convoy attacked, or a forward base threatened, the sound of an Apache's rotors is the sound of hope, a guardian angel, armed with hellfires and a 30mm cannon. Delivering these guardians anywhere on short notice changes the calculus. Troops operate with greater confidence in austere, dangerous environments, knowing powerful support is hours away. It boosts morale and combat effectiveness, and sows uncertainty and fear among adversaries, disrupting plans and degrading will to fight. It's the power of a promise kept. America will go to any length to support its troops. The C-17 and Apache story is teamwork on a grand scale. It connects factory workers who build, engineers who design, maintainers who keep them flying, loadmasters who secure them, and pilots who fly them into combat. A chain of excellence stretching from the heart of America to the most remote corners of the globe. Each link is vital, so when a soldier calls for help, the answer comes with overwhelming force. As warfare evolves, rapid global reach grows more critical. The C-17 Globemaster and AH-64 Apache partnership stands as a shining example of modern military synergy, strategic lift paired with tactical lethality. It shows how the right technology, in the right hands, not only wins battles but serves a higher purpose, to watch over the protectors, bring them home safely, and ensure they hold the advantage wherever the fight takes them. This is the unseen ballet of air power, precision, speed, and resolve, delivering the hunter to the battlefield, and the promise to those who stand the line.